Good morning. We're taking a look at sterling, and you can see yesterday we traded quite a bit higher. We got to highs of 129.30, although obviously we've backed off a bit from that. We're trading currently at 128.66. Now, our daily pivot is at 128.51. So we're above that, so we need to sort of keep our eyes on that. Also, we are above the 9-day moving average, which is coming in at 128.17. You can see that with the blue line just coming down there. So we're at 128.17 with that. Now, as I pointed out yesterday, the way that cable cuddled and caressed the 200-day moving average on a close basis, and that was the important thing. Although it dipped down, it could not sustain a move below the 200-day moving average on a close basis. So obviously buyers took that as a license to go out and get long of sterling yesterday, or which they did, and we've seen not a follow through. I mean, obviously it's early days yet in Europe, and as you know, the dollar doesn't really move a lot until the US come in. So what we see during the European Open is more like, if it gets down to any strategic level where we want to buy it, we can put the order in, but really, we wait and see what the states do. So my point is this 200-day moving average, which also came not far from that 38.2 fib you can see there, and that came in at 126.91. So a little bit of backing and filling we've seen today, and I think, like always, that daily pivot and the 9-day moving average, I think is going to be quite relevant to where we go for the rest of the week. If we can't sustain a move above 128.51, you're looking, as I said, 128.17. But it is that moving average that is coming in at much lower levels at the moment, and that's coming in at 127.18. That's your catalyst for a close basis on sterling. As long as the market can stay above here on a close basis, then that's going to give confidence to buyers to come in and do their thing. Now, you've also got the weekly pivot coming in at 127.95. So what we could do is go long down to there, add to the 200-day moving average, and see how it pans out. If you look at the indicators, they're pointing higher, and that has followed through today. So there seems to be this urge for the moment. Now, whether it's just because it's non-farm payroll week is another matter, but at the moment there seems to be this bias towards buying sterling and buying currencies, which is a bit of a reversal from what we've seen at the beginning through most of September until last week, the last few days, where it started to base the currencies and top the dollar index. So obviously we like keeping our little eyes on oil when we're looking at sterling, not for any other reason than it's just one of the things cable traders keep their eye on. They look at the oil price, look at what FTSE's doing, blah de blah de blah. So those are the ones that we look at if we're trading this market. The topping pattern is still in place. This move is, for me, at the moment, only looking to be correctionary. I'm looking at the monthly pivot of 132.47. Do I think we're going to get there in 3 days? No, I don't know. No, not really. But I can see a move up towards the 129.90 area, as I said yesterday, where you've got the 55-day moving average intersecting over the 21-day moving average, and they're both coming in between 129.65 and 129.85. So anything up here, you know, is going to put pressure on the market for sellers to come in. They do like defending that round figuritis of 130. They do love a defending army. Round figures, it's just one of the things markets do, you know. They do 120, 130, 140. That is what they do. So be aware that there is that in the market. Be aware also that although the indicators are pointing higher, in a move lower, if we're looking at another bearish leg lower, just remember that these can turn off of neutral levels. So don't take too much notice if they start to look like they're going up and then start to turn off of the 50-55 area. That's normal, and it did it before. You can see where sterling did it before, you know. That was the point there. Got up to neutral, turned. So don't get carried away just yet with wanting to be a rampant buyer. Just wait and see what we do at higher levels. Okay, good luck. I'll catch you on the desk in a bit.